Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, this is our weekly reading for the week of, today is January 12th through January 18th, and we do have the full moon happening tomorrow in the sign of Cancer. So that will be affecting us, those of us with the rising and sun signs the most, in our ninth house. So we're going to dive into what that means, but I'm going to get on either later tonight or tomorrow. So make sure to turn on your notifications, and I'm going to do a live focusing just on that full moon. So let's go ahead and look at the week that we have in store for us. And before I get started, Scorpio, I do want to take a moment and just extend a moment of really just prayer and peace and a blanket of security and healing for all of those who are personally affected, either through their own situation or through friends, family, with the fires that we are having here in the United States in California. So again, please just take a moment to just call on your source energy and just send healing that way. So thank you, Spirit, ancestors, and angels. Let us please, please, please bring healing to all those who seek it. So mote it be. All right, guys, now let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we do know that this week, right? Like I said, we have that full moon happening tomorrow, but this is also a universal 9 year, right? So 2025, that reduces to number 9. This year is going to bring about a lot of endings that are catastrophic, a lot of rebuilds. So we're going to be talking about that throughout the year, and we're going to be talking about as it burns down what the rebuild will look like. So here for this week, I have Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation, number 58, which reduces to 13 further to 4. So that's Scorpio energy, the death card and the major arcana. A vanishing mirror, ego sublimation, parts of you coming to real terms with what's important. That's a big theme coming up. And it could have to do with an energy you're already feeling because this full moon is in Cancer. And of course, it's going to have us very emotional. And that energy, probably you started feeling it about 2 days ago, and it'll last for another potentially week, depending on where you live and how sensitive you are and what your sign is. Or in your natal chart, rather. So here we have number 47, the Sky Bridge, a possibility for union. This week will bring about closures, right? Things that are coming to a head because they've been ongoing well past the due date, for example, especially in terms of anything legal, right? This week, you will see an ending come to it, right? Whether it be that finally that one piece of evidence you've been needing comes forward, or that paper gets signed, the judge doesn't postpone it, you name it, right? There's something here that there is a possibility for an ending to a situation that has been ongoing, like I said, past its due date. And then I have number 2, beloved, radical acceptance. So I feel like, as something does come to an end this week, especially because it is it feels like a karmic cycle wrapping things up. It's very possible that there is this acceptance of where you are now, that you've gone through the heaviness, right? Or I feel like this sigh of relief. So we'll see what that looks like for you, Scorpio. And again, this is a general reading. If you're looking for something more personal, please head over to my website at starswithstasi.com. And guys, please don't forget, if you're new to my channel, welcome home. Like, share, subscribe, but please do drop a comment below. I respond to each and every comment. And the entire time I've had this channel, I've responded to every human so far. And maybe even a bot or two, who knows? So I've got number 4, the Emperor energy, Aries energy coming through. But again, this feels like it could be something in your work sector. And we're going to clarify all of these, of course, because we've been talking about the last few weeks. You've had this energy, Scorpio, of someone coming for you in your business. And I've had a lot of you guys reach out and say, yep, Stasi, it's definitely happening to me. If you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, this might look like a client, like beefing with a client, something, a disagreement about something, or a misunderstanding. Seven of Swords. It might even be that somebody owes you money, or you get passed up for something that you feel that you're due. We're going to check into it a little bit more. And then I've got the Magician card. And so saying, dig deep. You have everything you need within you already, right, to get through whatever is about to happen to you this week. And I don't like to say what's going to happen to you. It's more about what's aligning for you, but it might cause a little bit of discomfort initially. But I'm picking up really strongly that you're like, well, you know what? This isn't completely taking me, aback. I didn't want to. I was just going to say that energy of, well, I didn't want to be here anyway. A little bit of sour grapes, but here it is. I don't know if it's you or like us or someone we're dealing with. We're going to have to clarify, but I've got that Five of Pentacles, which could be sour grapes for somebody. Like, well, shucks, I didn't like you that much anyway. I didn't want to be here anyway, because this is feeling left out, right? But you never know. Like, are they walking towards something are they walking into the Church of Hope, or are they being excommunicated because they've changed, right? There's that feeling here. So let's look further into it. Well, it might be that you've changed and you're walking away from something. And by the way, Scorpio, don't let anyone ever make you feel bad for becoming that beautiful butterfly that you are, honestly, right? Because that happens, right? We get these energetic demons that suck onto our life force. And, it is actually guilt is an energetic demon. Shame is an energetic demon. Just depression, anxiety, alcohol, drugs, right? Prescription drugs. All these things can be unneeded or overworked. Let me just say that. Not necessary, or even perception of necessary, because that came through. But I was going to say, like, those things, especially guilt and shame and repression, like when you hold your energy down, like you holding back what you're wanting to say, this full moon I'm hearing is going to have you feeling some sort of way about that repression that you've been in recent years experiencing. So that's a really strong message. And if you guys are new to my channel, my messages are really spiritual. They're deep. They're not your usual, hey, they're cheating, whatever. This is a little bit different, because here the Judgment card comes, and this is saying you're going to need to kind of step out of that meat suit we've all been gifted and see that that's the least interesting part about you, Scorpio, right? Whatever it is that you're holding on to, the woulda, shoulda, couldas, what happened, what did they say, what did they do? It's like, everything's true. Their opinion's true. Your opinion's true. It depends on where you're standing when you're investigating the situation. So make no mistake about it. Something comes clear to you this week. There has been something that's been kind of gnawing at you. Like, maybe you've had this impression that something's about to shift or has started to. And especially if you've been trying to be, this Seven of Swords could as well be, could also be like trying to find the right words for a difficult conversation. So let's see what that looks like. All right. I know that was a lot of words, Scorpio, but when they come through, they come through. So go ahead and let me know. I can't make this up. This is happening for somebody here. Look, I'm going to take these all, but I'm going to put them back in the deck as well. I've got the Five of Wands with the Ace of Wands. There's a disruption. There's some kind of argument, some kind of, not seeing eye to eye with somebody. And that's maybe in this particular instance, this Ace of Wands is coming through as courage, right? Because I keep seeing the Strength card as well. It's this energy of like, you know what? I see what you're up to and I know what you're doing, and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. And it gives you the courage, the strength, so to speak, to speak up where you haven't. Because I've got a Queen of Swords with a King of Wands. These two together, I don't love. So I don't know if this is a divine counterpart, or I shouldn't even say divine, your current counterpart at the moment, or an ex coming back or some type of situation, because this King of Wands is presenting as somebody who's been like that in and out energy, not really more of a somebody thinking about themselves. Again, this could be at work, home, friends. It's an energy of Scorpio seeing something for what it really is and having had enough of the pettiness. It's just too much. Oh, sorry, I just got an ear ping. That's definitely happening, Scorpio. So be careful. Queen of Swords, though, is like, now that you see all of the truth, you see how it really is. Ciao, bye. Bye. That's what I heard. Bye. So it doesn't surprise me if you quit a job or you find out, something's being crafted. It doesn't have to be anything bad necessarily, right? But it's enough to make you change direction. How's that, Scorpio? Because I don't want to, it's not going to be bad for everybody, and it really isn't bad until you place that energy on it. This is a shift that the truth of the matter allows you to make that necessary jump. So I think some of you, this is a new job, because the Emperor card comes out with a Page of Pentacles. And this is like an offer to me, like an offer of employment or even a business opportunity, a collaboration. So that's really good, because when I see here, Sky, the possibility for union, this could be a collaboration, or even somebody wants to start like a business with you, a side hustle, something like that. And actually, I just remembered that one of my clients, I don't know if you guys can see, sent me these earrings, this necklace, and this bracelet. So her name is Stephanie Van Beek, and you can find her on Instagram, and I'll try to link her below. So thank you again, Steph. Little did you know these were Ravens colors. Whoop, whoop. So hi, Steelers. I digress. Anyway, so what I was saying is, the reason I brought that up is because this is something that she made herself. She has her own business, and it's that kind of vibe. Somebody may say, hey, let's collaborate. Can you help me make this? Or what do you think? Can you help me film this? How about editing? Or what are your skills? And it's something that isn't necessarily related to what you have been doing for your resources. So this could be like a fun project, something, that turns into a stream of income you didn't expect. And otherwise, though, that for those of you that are actually seeking full-time employment, this could be exactly that, actually, because the Star card comes through. So you've been, looking for an opportunity for for job, for an employment. This feels like there's something here that comes through this week, right? And it could even be a settlement, but wherever it is that you've been seeking justice, wherever it is that you've been hoping that something pans out because you've been feeling a disruption, you get your wish. Star card, Aquarius energy coming through to clarify the Seven of Swords. Also, when we saw the Queen of Swords comes through, that's all clarity, truth on the side of Scorpio. Nine of Swords. Scorpio, if you've been stressed about something, this week brings a lot of clarity. And I feel like because you've been anticipating this shift, no matter what aspect of life this is for you, because you've been anticipating it, it goes a lot smoother than what you had expected. There's something here, Scorpio, because where you've been stalled, right? Knight of Pentacles, where things have seemingly not made any progress, Ace of Pentacles. All this points to new opportunity, a new offer. Also, I'm picking up, you may hear back about a promotion, Scorpio. That is, yes, I just heard that. So congratulations. If you've been waiting to hear back about a promotion, you've recently put your name in the ring for something, you can expect to hear back, and it's going to go in your favor. This might also be true for something in the community. So take that as it resonates. Maybe you've recently tried to join like a community group. There's something there that you're going to have a good experience with that. So as I say that, they show me again, radical acceptance. This could be the beginning of a situation. Oh, okay. We're going to take it. Devil energy shows up. I was just gonna say that this could be the beginning of a situation that gets you out of a loop or a rut that you've been in, right? Capricorn energy, exactly that. You see how this couple is tied to false beliefs, false narratives, heaviness, patriarchy, when it's negative, right? Competition, what's it called? Depression, anxiety. And remember, I was talking about the dark energies. They stay with us, and we need to clean our energies regularly, right? So here I've got the Devil card coming through with the Magician card saying you already have everything already within you to make the necessary steps to evolve to this next phase, because you do have opportunities that are headed your way. So you need to make sure that you're not taking into, right, this exciting time that I'm seeing for you with this opportunity, these behaviors that kind of kept you in that loop for so long to begin with, right? But new levels, new devils. So stay on top of, I guess, the changes, and stay on. I'm also hearing stay on top of what your needs are and what you want, how you want to see your days pan out. Right? You bring about what you think about. So keep your thoughts in check. So hold on one second. Spirit, tell me more about what can Scorpio, besides the work, because I do strongly feel that there is an offer of employment or advancement for Scorpio. So only you will know if this applies for you. And I'm going to pull a career card, actually, since this seems to be a lot about the abundance for Scorpio. And again, if you are retired or anything of that nature, this could very well be that you step forward to a more active role in your community, because there's something here about a bigger step with, I don't want to say more responsibility, because that makes it sound like heavy work. This is just more reach, right? More impact. There we go. So that's what it is. Scorpio out. Scorpio is moving to a place of more impact. And what else do we have for Scorpio and their abundance, please? People skills, ups and downs, and wisdom. So let's go through it. People skills. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or head of a company. And I think that maybe that's what I was picking up on, that it's a bigger reach, more impact. You're going to have a role in which people will rely on for the truth of the matter, for guidance, for, just, hey, show me around. How does this work? For implementing of new technologies, right? That kind of thing. But if this is more of a community, or you're having more of a larger impact in a family role, this may really be about mediating a difficult situation as well. If you have children that rely on you that are older, this might also be that, like, you may be intervening in between your children and another co-parent, your partner, them, and school, right? So there could be something here, but I see it working to your favor closer towards the end of the week. And it does come off as a bit of a misunderstanding, right? There's something here. I have ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. So see if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. So again, if you're in that loop and you don't find that the situation you're in whatever sector of life is bogging you down, if you're finding that it's not evolving as you evolve, it might be time to cut your losses, because the universe is changing. This is a year of rapid endings and expansion universally. So what happens on the world stage happens within. If you're not feeling sure about where you are or where you're headed or what things look like, it's because there's so many changes that the possibilities of what's to come are endless. And sometimes we get stuck in a loop based on our very limited perspective of what's to come, and we don't believe it, so then we don't achieve it. So switch the script, right? Advise your mind that yes, it's possible, even if you haven't seen evidence of it yet. We are in a creation type of environment. This also reads wisdom. You are called to serve as a mentor for someone. We go back to the potential of being advanced in your career or catapulted in a new direction that places you in a position of impact. It says, you are called to serve as a mentor for someone or as a role model to guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So look, Scorpio, the way this reads to me is that there's a shakeup happening, right? Call it wherever it is, right? But there's some kind of shakeup and it's been building since November. You're going to have to revisit it. You thought something was over and it keeps kind of coming up. It could be situations having to do with family, anything with maybe your spirituality, how you feel about where you're heading and where you place your energy. Regardless, as the week begins, we start to feel very strongly that we must speak up, that we have to, engage a little bit differently to get the results that we want. And as a result, the Star card comes through, which is the hope after the Tower. There's a lot of strategy in how you choose your words wisely to perhaps get to the truth of the matter, or to at least be resolved or absolved of something that has been a misunderstanding. Spirit says also to just dig deep, because as you are going through these changes, you're really going to start to learn something that's going to allow you to make a very difficult decision much easier. Because here where you've been experiencing these ups and downs, it really does come across that a catalyst comes through. You start seeing the truth of the matter. You have to face some really difficult truths about yourself and your situation. But then you realize, not so scary. I have everything I need. I've got the people skills. I have the wisdom. I know what I'm doing in my life as far as like, you've got life experience at this point. And so now it's just a matter of how long you want to stay where you are, because the energy here is supporting you moving forward. So, all right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and take a look at what the universe supports. I'm going to take this one, but I'm going to keep shuffling as well. It says, the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. So and this one too. All right. So there's a lot of gratitude here. Gratitude's the right attitude for change. We have true manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. So true manifesting is about receiving what is in the highest good for all. Now, Scorpio, as within, so without. So if you're finding yourself in a mindset where you're feeling anger or revengeful, or you're holding your truth in, that is where you are really going to start to feel malaligned. You'll start to feel physical ailments as a result of that suppression and depression, right? That devil energy. You have the tools within you to express yourself, but you may just have to choose your words carefully. Be strategic. Know that you can align yourself with the energies that are best suited for you and still be of the highest and best for others. So, Scorpio, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead, Scorpio, and shine brightly.